So you just got your VA rating. Maybe it's your first one. Maybe it just got an increase. Either way, the letter came through, the percentage is official, and the money is hitting your account. Well, congratulations, you earned it. But now here's the question that nobody answers for you. What do you actually do with it? Because right now, every veteran in your position does pretty much the same thing. The money lands in the checking account, it maybe covers some bills, maybe you upgrade something, and within 60 days, it's fully absorbed into your lifestyle like it was always there. And 10, 20, even 30 years from now, you'll have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax-free income with nothing to show for it. Or you can do what I'm about to show you, and you can turn that rating into a tax-free wealth plan that's worth over $1 million. So I'm Dan Farnsworth, retired naval officer, 23 years of service, and founder of Victory X Financial. And this is the video that I wish every veteran watched the week that their rating came through. So let me tell you what happens in the first 90 days after a veteran gets their rating, because I've seen this play out hundreds of times. So days 7 through 30, the first payments arrive, direct deposit, tax-free, feels like a raise. And because it feels like a raise, it gets treated like a raise. New tires for the truck, dinner out, right? Things like that. Maybe catching up on a credit card. So day 30 through 90 is absorption. So that VA comp is now part of your monthly budget. So it's covering the phone bill, the groceries, the insurance, right? It doesn't feel like extra income anymore. It just feels like income. And that's the window that closes, because once your brain files that money under normal expenses, it's almost impossible to claw it back. Psychologically, you've already spent it forever. And this is why the first 90 days after your rating are the most important financial window of your life. Not because the money is different, but because your habits around it haven't hardened yet. So right now, today, this money still feels new, right? It still feels separate. And you can still make a decision about it before your lifestyle swallows it whole. So here's the decision that I want you to make. Don't spend all of it. Not forever, not some extreme deprivation play. Just before that money gets absorbed, redirect a portion of it into a structure that will grow tax-free for the next 20 to 30 years. And that one decision made in the first 90 days is the difference between your rating being worth what the VA pays you and your rating being worth over $1 million. And let me show you exactly what I mean. Now I'm going to run the numbers for 3 common ratings so you can find yourself in here. So scenario 1, a 50% rating. So let's say you're age 32, your monthly VA comp is approximately $1,100. That's $13,200 a year tax-free. So you redirect $500 a month, so less than half your comp. And you do this from age 32 to 65, so that's 33 years. So your total out-of-pocket is $198,000. Now at 65, your projected tax-free cash value is approximately $720,000, and your projected death benefit is approximately $880,000. Well, now you begin drawing tax-free income, and it's approximately $67,000 per year. And when you pass, your family still receives over $500,000 tax-free. So your total lifetime tax-free impact is over $1.8 million from a 50% rating and $500 a month. All right, scenario 2, 70% rating, age 38. So monthly VA comp is approximately $1,800, so annual $21,600. So you redirect $800 a month, so still less than half. And you do this from 38 to 65, so that's 27 years. So total out of pocket, $259,200. Now at age 65, your projected tax-free cash value is approximately $720,000, and the death benefit is approximately $920,000. And your tax-free retirement income is approximately $67,000 per year, and your family death benefit is over $530,000. So the total lifetime tax-free impact in this scenario is over $1.8 million. All right, scenario 3, 80% rating, age 35. So monthly VA comp, approximately $2,100. So the annual is about $25,200. So you redirect $1,000 a month, so still less than half from 35 to 65, so 30 years. Your total out of pocket, $360,000. And at 65, your projected tax-free cash value is approximately $1.2 million. And the death benefit is approximately $1.4 million. So your tax-free retirement income is approximately $111,000 per year. And your family death benefit is over $880,000. So total lifetime tax-free impact, over $3.1 million. Now look at what just happened. 3 different ratings, 3 different ages, 3 different monthly redirects, and every single one produced over $1 million in tax-free lifetime value. You see, the variable isn't your rating, it's the decision and the timing of that decision. So here's what frustrates me. No one is having this conversation with veterans at the moment that it matters the most. Not the VA, not the transition office, not the financial advisor at the seminar on base who's pushing mutual funds or something. You go through months, sometimes years, fighting for your rating, appointments, C&P exams, appeals. It's exhausting. And when you finally get it, every piece of advice that you find online is just about how to increase your rating or how to file for secondary conditions, how to go from 70 to 100. And that matters. I mean, I'm not dismissing it, but nobody is asking the more important question. Now that you have this income, this tax-free income that will pay you every month for the rest of your life, what is the plan to make it build something? Because a 70% rating over 40 years pays out roughly $864,000. That's a lot of money. And if all of that gets spent, that $864,000 produces exactly 0 legacy wealth. 0 retirement income beyond the comp itself, 0 for your spouse or your kids when you pass. $864,000 and 0 left behind. Or you redirect just a portion of that, and that same rating produces $1.8 million. That's $1 million more in tax-free lifetime value with a 6-figure benefit for your family at the end. Same rating, same veteran, same income. The only difference is a plan. So let me just briefly explain how this works, because I'm not going to ask you to gamble in the market, right? I'm not asking you to lock your money in something you can't touch. And I'm not asking you to make some irreversible financial decision that you're just going to regret. Here's the structure. You redirect a portion of your VA comp into a tax-advantaged growth vehicle. Your money is linked to a market index, so when the index goes up, your account participates. But when the market crashes, and it will crash at some point during your lifetime, your account has a floor. So you don't go backwards. Your principal is protected. You're not in the market, you're linked to it. And there's a massive difference. So your money grows tax-free. There's no capital gains, no annual tax drag, nothing reported to the IRS. And when you're ready to take income, you access it through tax-free loans against your death benefit, while your principal keeps compounding as if you never touched it. It's the same model that wealthy families have used for generations. It's not new. It's just not taught to veterans. And when you pass, your family receives a tax-free death benefit that arrives when they need it most, and it's not tied to your VA comp, which ends immediately, and it's not reduced like SBP. Now, the exact design, how much to redirect, how the policy's structured, what your specific projections look like, well, that's what we build on the strategy call. Because it has to be tailored to your rating, your age, your income, and your goals. But the core principle is simple. Take tax-free income, put it into a tax-free growth vehicle, pull tax-free retirement income, leave a tax-free legacy. Tax-free at every stage. That's the whole idea. So I want to show you one more piece of math, because this is the part that should create some urgency. So take 2 veterans, same age, 35, right? Same rating, 70%. Same VA comp, $1,800 a month. So veteran A starts redirecting $800 a month the year he gets his rating. Veteran B waits 5 years, then starts. So by 65, Veteran A builds approximately $2.4 million in total lifetime tax-free value. But Veteran B, who waited just 5 years, has approximately $1.5 million. That's $850,000 less from the same rating, the same contribution. 5 years of delay cost $850,000, and that's the conservative version. If Veteran B waits 10 years, the gap widens to over $1.5 million. Look, your rating started the clock. Every month that passes without a plan is just compounding that's lost. It's not deferred, it's lost. You can't get it back. You really can't make up for it later by just contributing more. The math just doesn't work that way. And this is why I said the first 90 days are the most important financial window of your life. Because the decision that you make right now, while the income still feels new, determines whether your rating is worth what the VA pays you or whether it's worth 7 figures. So here's what I want you to do. Click the link below this video and book a free strategy session with me. There's no cost, right? There's no obligation, there's no sales pitch, okay? On that call, I'll look at your specific rating, your age, your income, and your goals, and I'll show you 3 things. First, what your VA comp is worth over your lifetime if nothing changes. Second, what it's worth when you redirect a portion of it into a tax-free growth structure. And third, what happens every year you wait. So those 3 numbers will change how you think about the money hitting your account every month. And whether we work together or not, you'll at least leave that call with more clarity about your financial future than most veterans ever get. Look, I built VictoryX Financial because after 23 years in the Navy, I watched too many good veterans earn serious money and have nothing to show for it. Not because they lack discipline, but because nobody ever showed them the plan. And I'm showing you the plan. Right now, the next step is yours. So click below, pick a time, let's look at your numbers. So I'm Dan Farnsworth, VictoryX Financial. Stay sharp, stay ready.